Hi everybody, it's Adam. I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to go over projections of the stock market and what I'm thinking for the next few days, and then also go over the news from what happened here today. So we saw the news come out for employment, and we are starting to see the market slow down for the employment levels. So when the Fed raised the rates, now we're seeing the whole economy. It's like a trickle-down effect. So we're seeing that slow down, so that the market did not like that today. And also the Purchasers Manager Index as well. So that's basically production, new orders, prices, and supply deliveries. All right, getting over here to the chart. This is what I was showing you the other day based on future projections. I wanted to see if we can get a retracement down within this level, possibly down within here in the daily time frame, or if we wanted to close bullish and then continue up higher. So because we have a clean resistance level here, there's a lot of damn money sitting up there. So eventually maybe we can hit that high again. Or if this does peak out in this area and continue down, it depends on the closures that happen within this area. But my eyes are going to be up here seeing what comes in the next few days, next few weeks up in that area. And I want to see how price action folds around in this area, depending if it wants to get back up in here, which I think it possibly can with the news that we have Friday. But tomorrow I'm not expecting too much movement, but we'll see what happens from there. Because we have NFP news on Friday, so that's going to be more employment data. And depending on what it comes out as, the market's going to whip back and forth. So tomorrow, I'm not expecting much volatility for it to build liquidity. If there's a setup, I'll take it. I'll either observe it or I'll take it depending on what happens. And then we'll go from there. So if we get consolidation tomorrow in the market, I want to see if we can just hang around in this area. Maybe the news comes out and we drop down lower, come up here and hit this high again, reach back up into here. Or if we reach back up into here and then we can drop back down lower than that area. I'm not trying to predict it too much before the news actually comes out, but when that comes out, I will react and basically predict and take a trade based on where I think the market's going to go after the news. So these are going to be my levels. I'm looking at this level down within here, that daily wick that we had on the other time frame, and then also this gap that's up within here, possibly get up there because we have a lot. Everybody short right now is trailing their stop loss right down below this high right here. So I want to see, well, right up above this high. I mean, if we can get price back up into there, that'd be nice just to take all the stops out. All right, getting over into today's trade review. It was kind of messy since it's a few days before the NFP news. The market is going to be less probable on the Wednesday and the Thursday. It's typically the Wednesday afternoon, but the morning session wasn't that clean to me either. We did have S&P divergence with NASDAQ, and all these indices all came in, but we have the higher high made here on NASDAQ when these other ones made the lower high here, because this is the high of London. We made the higher high on NAS, and this one made the lower high here, and similar situation over within this area. But when market opened, market was just wild because we started ripping up here on YM, but the NASDAQ started just dropping down. And it's like, okay, I want to trade ES. I'm trying to look on ES, see if I can get over here. And I'm marking up my chart, and we have these equal highs that are sitting up within here. We have these relative equal highs here, and we have these equal highs. Well, all these highs are all equal. So that's why I'm thinking after NFP or during NFP, we are going to get back up into this range because there's a lot of stops up there. If it doesn't happen that time and it just drops down even lower, I'll look for possible retracements in the future to get back up above this high. But for right now, there's a lot of liquidity up here, and it's going to be kind of hard if they want to leave all that money up there. So in the afternoon session, I wanted to take a buy after we hit down within this area, down within here, and then we had SMT on the lower time frames with the other indices. But after we hit this area, this BISI that's sitting on the 1 hour time frame, my eyes were up here above these highs, and above here. So I wanted to keep that in mind when taking a trade, and I'm going into the market expecting less because it's the 2 days before NFP, and also it's getting to be the afternoon session on the Wednesday of NFP. So typically Monday and Tuesday are the best days to trade, and then after that, expect less. You can still, well, not financial advice, but I still take trades if it's a high probability. And in this case scenario, after price dropped, I did take a trade down in this area. I'll get over that in a minute. But we had all these equal highs up here at market open. We traded up into here, and then we shifted down lower. And then I'm on the call with my group chat, and I'm not liking anything. I do want to take buys if anything did present, but nothing really presented to me. I was looking at this area as well when price did accumulate within here. It started to go bullish, and I wanted to see it close up more within this inversion gap that we have here. It closed up, but then it came back down and then just rejected that area. It never really showed signs of wanting to go higher. So there's no entry within this entire area within here to get up to these highs. So it traded up up here, and then it came back down. And if I was going to take this trade, I'd want to see it show more signs of going bullish, or even coming up to this high like right away, and then maybe showing a sign of reversal coming back down. That would have been a missed trade if it just reached its way up into there, but that's completely fine. Price did end up trading back down, and I'm just waiting on the market. I'm not taking anything on my live accounts yet. I'm waiting to see what happens. And it's 10:50 to 11:10. My macro time frame kicks in. Nothing clear presented to me. If it's in your trading plan, there is a short scalp, well, a long scalp right here. It's a smaller time frame scalp to get up into this range, but that's a little bit risky in my opinion for my trading plan and being conservative and really waiting for high probability setups to play out. So I wanted to see something a little bit better. After that broke up higher here, and then we got into the lunch macro session of 11:50 to 12:10, and that is from here to here. And price did end up trading back down within this area, and then I had our break of structure on the 5-minute. We have our order block here. We have our 15-minute bullish closure right here, and I was looking for that retest back down in here. We had this order block, we had the rejection blocks, and if it was any other day, that trade might have played out instead of making this lower low down within here. We can also see the SMT divergence in this area. So I noticed at these lows, we had a higher low here on YM, and then we had a lower low here on ES. And that was basically an indication we wanted to move up higher. We came in and filled in this gap, and then price just wanted to start to break down from there. But since we closed bullish within this gap and we had that break of structure, I was looking at this 5-minute order block for possible continuation back up higher in this range to come take out these equal highs. Because typically I don't want to short in a range like this if we have equal highs sitting up there like that. And it's just a clear indication that price possibly does want to get up there at some point. So I was not comfortable taking the shorts down within this area, even though after it broke down below, then the buys did present, but then I did not want to short down to these lows. There's no clear targets for me. I thought we were already pretty in a deep discount from this area, and I didn't want to go from there. But looking at price action, when price did trade down in this area, I started taking my buys within here. Price came down, rejected out this 2-minute order block, came up, bullish again. And I let it go from here. I noticed this. And then right from this area, I moved my stop loss up below this low. Boom, smacks me out right here. That's completely fine. I'm expecting less on days like this. And it's just giving back some profits from before. It's just one trade in the entire system. And then after that, I was like, okay, that's the one trade from today. I'm done with that. And then we had more SMT divergence at these lows here. So I was just tape reading at this point, letting the afternoon session play out. And we have, notice this low here, lower low, but NASDAQ made the higher low. And then after that, we had a nice break of structure. We have a retest in this fair value gap that is right here. And we also have this inversion gap that's going to act as a form of support to launch price up above the short-term highs that are right above here, and then possibly even up above here if that does want to get up into there. I don't know if it did already or not. Nope, started coming back down for the Asia session. So we have all these highs that were not met. Look at these conditions. Is this something you really want to trade in? Like, that's what I was asking myself in these conditions anyway. I risked a small percentage, less than I normally do on this one trade because of the conditions we're in. I'm expecting less in this market, and I'm not going to take any emotional damage from that. And now we shifted up in here, and it's like these targets aren't even fully being met. Like, look at the chop in this trade. Even if I was to enter this trade here, it would have taken about 52 minutes to hit take profit from take profit 1 up in here. And that's not something I want to be. And it came in here, and then it pulled back after 38 minutes. That's like such a long trade to be in. I mean, if you're comfortable with that, I like being in and out within maybe like 20 minutes. Like max. Those are like my highest probability setups that I get in. So around this time, it was not the time to really get in my opinion, but it did end up coming up to that short-term target and then possibly even up into there. So I was right about that, but it's completely fine. I'm gonna wait until I trade my live account again until after NFP, so when there's more volatility and there's more direction in the market, so it can actually give me a higher probability of making more money on the account and making higher percentages. But let me know if you guys have any questions. Love y'all. Take it easy. None of this is financial advice. Peace out.